Auditory hallucinations. The man was now whispering my name, over and over. I wished he would stop. I wanted to tear out my eardrums.
Poor guy. The insomnia is really tearing him up. If you watch any of the television commercials or the ads about medicines, you'll see a number of side effects with them. And sometimes they're relatively mild and sometimes they're just crazy. If you read into any of the rare side effects for some of these medications, it's absolutely nuts what you find. And it makes you think sometimes, like, should I be taking this at all? Like, are my symptoms bad enough to try to relieve them with this medicine that might actually do some damage to something else? Sort of like the way that Tylenol does, it makes your liver work harder. If your liver is already under any kind of undue stress, it can cause some serious damage to your liver, you know? So you have to be careful. I read a lot about medications when I'm feeling bad, like I'm a symptom checker, and it's bad to do, y'all. It's not a good thing to do. You shouldn't go online and do too much self-diagnosis. You know, for small things it's okay, but the bad thing is, you know, if you put a symptom into Google, a lot of the times you'll get back some results that might scare you, and they'll force you to change your mind about what's going on, or make you spend unnecessary money on treatments for the doctor when sometimes it's just a little old something. Don't get me wrong, you shouldn't neglect your health, and you should be educated about some of the things. Just don't think that every time you have a little bit of discomfort that you're having a heart attack or a stroke. For a long time I lived like that, and it just took some getting over it. You know, I was kind of a hypochondriac for a little while, and sometimes I still have issues about it, but I guess everybody has a weakness. That's mine, I suppose. But side effects, something crazy to think about. We're gonna react to a horror story about side effects today, and it's by my buddy Stranger Stories. Make sure to head on over to his channel and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, guys, and if you like reaction videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel as well. Let's get into this animation. Side effects may include...
It was past 3 a.m. and I couldn't sleep.
Oh no.
I was sitting on the couch in my living room, the TV passively playing in the background,
Insomnia.
waiting for even the slightest wave of exhaustion to hit me. I had to be up for 7, yet no matter how hard I tried, sleep never came.
Oh, that's the worst.
My eyes were closed, trying to find a comfortable thought to drift off to, when I heard an ad on my TV. Are you struggling with insomnia? Something about that simple phrase caught my attention.
Of course.
And I bolted straight up, staring at the television. If you're tired of agonizing, sleepless nights, try periazepam. Even though I knew this was just a generic sleep aid commercial, it felt strangely targeted to me.
So a lot of those ads and things like that, they're meant to trigger your impulses when it comes to your symptoms, you know? If you're suffering with a backache, which I have been recently, and I would have heard an ad or saw an ad about pain medication for your back, I would have probably been like, maybe I should try some of that. It's anything. We live in the day and age where we just want to relieve ourselves of discomfort, right? We want to minimize bad stuff and maximize good stuff. And living with pain or insomnia or any kind of conditions that hinders our life, especially when it starts interfering with work and stuff, we could feel an unnecessary pressure to try to get rid of these with any means possible. And if that's through use of drugs or substances that will do that for us, a lot of people will, you know?
Side effects may include paranoia.
Okay.
What if it actually was targeted to me? The screen showed a man making coffee, but it felt like he was actually watching me. Headaches. Seeing the man on the screen hurt now. His stare felt like he was burning my brain.
Okay.
I closed my eyes, which soothed the pain a little bit. Disorientation. The darkness felt like it was consuming me. I was dizzy and nauseous. I wanted to open my eyes, but I didn't even know if I could. Auditory hallucinations. The man was now whispering my name, over and over. I wished he would stop. I wanted to tear out my eardrums.
Poor guy. The insomnia is really tearing him up, and it doesn't help that, you know, the marketing for stuff like this specifically starts giving you ideas and paranoia about what you feel. When I said I had a little bit of hypochondria a while back, it wasn't that I was really worried all the time that I had stuff going on. I did have some conditions, and the doctors couldn't pinpoint it. So I started doing my own research, and come to find out that it was a side effect of vaping. But I thought I thought I was having some heart trouble. I don't vape any longer. I was a smoker for years, and I switched to vaping, and it had some negative side effects on me and stuff like that. So I ended up stopping. But realistically, when you're already paranoid about having conditions and you read into them or see some symptoms that you may be experiencing, the other symptoms that come along with these also make you think about it, and you just like, what, do I have this too? To tell you the truth, it says you might experience weakness or whatever. Come to think of it, I kind of do experience weakness. You know what I mean? Like, it'll kind of convince you that you have stuff that you don't even have because you're already feeling, so victimized by whatever the ailment is. It's crazy what the human mind can do, but I think this guy's experiencing a lot of that right now.
Anything for a moment of silence. And memory loss.
Memory loss.
I just needed to sleep. That was the problem.
That's right.
I managed to open my eyes and stumbled into my kitchen.
Okay.
I am about to grab a bottle off the shelf, but find it's already on the counter.
Uh-oh.
I pour out 2 pills and go grab myself a glass of water.
Did you
to
already
swallow
take them
with.
though?
But there's a glass already there, still half full. Strange as it is, I take my pills. I manage to make it back to my couch.
Oh no.
And I try to wait for the pills to kick in. The now half-empty bottle of Periazepam still sits on my counter. It's past 4 a.m. and I can't sleep. I hear an ad on TV that makes me sit straight up. Are you struggling with insomnia?
Wow. It's a loop. It keeps making him think that he needs to take the medicine, and he keeps taking it and taking it and taking. Oh my God, this hit different for me, man. I gotta say, having struggled with a little bit of those issues before, I know I've never really I never really had problems sleeping. I won't say I sleep easily, but I don't think I have insomnia. Sometimes it just takes me a little while to go to sleep, and over the past year or so, I've developed a habit to where I need to watch some sort of TV or hear some sort of ambient noise, like voices or media, to go to sleep, which it's not necessarily healthy. Not being able to go to sleep naturally is pretty hard when you get codependent on a process or a method that you need to use to sleep. It could be kind of difficult because when you don't have that, you're gonna have more issues going to sleep because that mechanism is not in place. I was when we had a hurricane a while back and we didn't have power or internet, it was really hard for me to fall asleep because I was so used to falling asleep with like a tablet, playing a show or a video for me. And I don't know, man. I guess I need to work on that, but I hope you get some good sleep tonight. Make sure to subscribe to Stranger Stories, guys, as well as a couple other videos that I reacted to from here that you can check out. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off.